Maxima in here. It's very loud, and I saw smoke coming out right from the resonator. So we're gonna jack this baby up and fix this today. So we're gonna go underneath the car. I am gonna get my knee pad, which is sitting right here, and so I was explaining to the customer it's really deteriorated here, so I don't want to be held against or responsible for this. So we got one bolt here. So what I like to do is, first of all, this is where our resonator is broken from. This is the catalytic converter. Very expensive, very expensive. We're all the way back here. So this piece runs from here to all the way it touches the muffler. Anyways, what I like to do here is clean these babies really well. If you need to, we're gonna heat them, and if you don't need to, we should be lucky. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take some WD-40. Take some WD-40. We're gonna move on to the back part. I also want to lubricate back there, and I am waiting for the piece. So over here, look at this. So sometime when you try to clamp this thing will break. We already had told the customer that. Give them all the warnings we could. Anything is possible. So over time, these bolts will deteriorate. So if you're doing this job, you might want to do cleaning first before you even tap them bolts. Bang and bang. There you go. Oh, my magnetic light caught me there. Anyways, so we're gonna change this whole pipe over here. We might have to take off this little guy right here. So we are gonna spray these bolts down. Sometimes they will break. So let's spray this down. It's always a good idea to clean it because a little bit of a dirt can stop you from turning the bolts. So why not? Anyways, we are probably gonna have to take this mount off this baby, so we will see how the setup is. So we got a bolt here, so but we can push the mount off the frame there. So let's spray that. That lubrication will let us slide off easy. So we're gonna go get a couple of tools. We're gonna start off by removing the bolts from each side. Meanwhile, this will hold it for us. We can loosen it and put it back together, so that way it's just sitting there for us, waiting for us to just be taken apart. Okay, to start off, what I want to do is I'm going to heat this bolt here first. I want this thing to just be loose enough. And this little guy, be careful with the fuel tank. Be careful with any leaks. You never know, the exhaust system can have leak. So make sure you monitor that first. And just a tiny bit of a heat should do the job here. Okay, that thing is a little bit loose. I might go back in and out. So small little trick. So one side is loose, and what I want to do here, there you go. So just to let you guys know, you can do this, okay? You don't need to remove the whole thing from the other side. So even if it tried to come down, it will try to sit on it. Put this bolt back in 1 or 2 threads, and that's it. Leave it there. Now we're gonna move on to this little guy first. So over here, it doesn't look so good. So I'm gonna see if my torch comes on. Sometimes it won't come on for a few times. So this is what I'm using. This thing is it's very it gets really hot. So this is not something like a regular torch, not the blue one. So I got this baby running. I got a clamp on it to make my life easy. So what I want to do here is I am going to heat the crap out of this and the other bolt before I even try, because sometimes trying it will snap the bolt. So make sure, like I said, clean it really well, and do the same thing on the opposite side. And since my torch is going to keep running, that's fine with me. So give it a good 30-40 seconds, and do not touch it. Do not touch it, whatever you do. Even the bolt, once it's off, do not touch it. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit on the floor here. 14 millimeter, make sure you have your tools ready, and give it a try. If it moves, it is not gonna move yet. So I am really gonna make sure this is nice and hot. So I will be right back. So after a while, check this out. There you go. It's squeaky and it's fine. There you go. I am gonna do the same thing for the opposite side. You're not gonna see it, but guys, you're gonna do the same thing for the opposite side to get these bolts off. Bada bing, bada boom. Once I get the other side off, we'll remove this pipe. Okay, so we'll be right back. Oh, I'm sure my wrench is super hot. Don't even touch that. So try not to put no power tools on it, because the reason is if you put power tools on it, you're gonna snap it. So time for us to do the same thing here. So we'll be right back. I'm gonna heat the crap out of it. I don't want any loose ends. I don't want any trouble. And I do not want to be drilling and breaking, and do not want to tell the customer I destroyed the catalytic converter, but they can already have given warning. It's been good 4 minutes. I don't use any heavy duty torch. I do have a mini ductor, which I refuse to use today. I needed to give time for this baby. So we're gonna try right now. We're gonna put this torch down. I'm gonna switch up hands probably. So let's put this torch here. Doesn't burn nothing. I'm gonna grab my wrench here. Let's come back up. Now we need to go counterclockwise, so we're gonna pull this way. There you go. It moved, and I like it. Anyways, guys, let me take this shit apart, and then we will go to the back. But I want to turn off my torch for now. Clip. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Torch. Without you, we wouldn't know where we would be. So this converter works as if it's a nut for this bolt. So again, it is super hot. Do not touch it. Do not touch it. Make sure you have your glasses on it. Sometimes these little things just fly off and will go in your eyes. But there it is. Removing this crazy rusted bolt, and I can't even touch it. So we're gonna come back after a while to see. I'm gonna go a little bit more on this bolt. That way at least it's off it. Same thing on the other one. Once it's all apart, it is not gonna come out that easy. There you go. One of the bolts just fell off. And this little guy is still holding on to us. It's probably still not cold, so I don't want to take no chances touching that little guy. Anyways, this baby is off. And let's see, even the pipe is hot, so be careful. The pipe is hot. Whoop, there it is. There's our pipe. So we're gonna save the bolts. We're gonna let this cool off, and let's go to the back. Okay, so we're gonna take off this bolt here, match up a socket, which is 15 millimeter for me, 15 millimeter, both of them, and look like it's studded in. So if the backspin, I might have to grab it or something. I did put this nut back in, so even though we got a hanger here, nothing's gonna fall and hit you on the head, but you never know what it's gonna do. It might try to tilt this way, but I have that back ready. So I got my little impact drill ready here. Gonna get my torch ready, and I'm gonna start heating them one at a time. So again, be careful, make sure there's no fuel or anything that's coming down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get this harder bolt first. So be careful with the brake lines and all. And I'm gonna heat the crap out of the nut. Make sure there's no fuel lines. I'm gonna look around here as we go. Okay, just the brake line is there, so be careful with that. So I'm gonna give it a good 5 minutes or less, and then let's give it a try. So after heating it for a bit, let's give it a shot. There you go. There you go. The nut is off. Now it's time for us to work on the bottom half. So this is our other half. And we're gonna heat this baby and we're gonna come back. Trying to keep it away from all the fuel tank lines. Facing it this way. Okay, after a little while, we're gonna turn this torch off and we're gonna try to take off the bolt. That should be good amount of heat on this baby. Okay, the pipe is falling apart. I'm gonna get this guys off, but since the muffler, everything is moving, I'm gonna have to hold this baby straight and get it off. So once I have it off, I will show you. So there's our pipe, has come down, and I'm gonna spray some of this. So this is really hot, so it's not gonna hold it. But anyways, again, remember what I told you guys? This is gonna hold it for us. But anyways, so what we're gonna do here is, next, we're gonna remove this. Bar. So what we're gonna do is, since we threw some lubrication on this earlier, it's gonna make it very easy, even though we might have to take off this nut and bolt, definitely, because I know the new pipe is not gonna come with this little bushing here, this mount here. So be careful. I'm by myself, so no one's helping me, but I'm just taking the steps to be precautious. But anyways, what I want to do next is I'm gonna get my jack stand for the camera, and I'm gonna take this off, and everything is pretty much done. That piece is out. So the whole thing has been eliminated. Okay, so here goes nothing. Gonna hold this up. I'm gonna take off this nut. Falls to the ground, but check this out. I'm gonna turn this baby out of the way. Not as I planned, but something close to it. Okay, something close to it. I needed this guy to go like that, and shebang. The whole thing is on the floor. There you go, boys and girls. The resonator is on the floor. Now we're waiting for the new ones. What you want to do is you want to clean this, and you want to clean all that, and then we're gonna reverse procedure. New gasket. Okay, so we did get this pipe here. This is the pipe. Walker, there's a number here. It's missing, the number is missing, but this is what it is. Walker and 552. I don't know what the numbers are on there. Anyways, we got two gaskets. Okay, two gaskets, the two different part numbers, or are they the same part number? Anyways, we're gonna take this baby onto the vehicle and we're gonna put this on. Time for us to go. Okay, before anything, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this pipe. We're gonna just simply let it sit from one end to the other end, and this does look kind of different. I'm not sure why it's different, but I don't think it's gonna fit on that end. We might have to remove that little guy right there, but everything fits at that end. Okay, so this is the part number for the resonator and the two gaskets, and that is the cost. And I just want to tell you guys, that part over there is wrong. Check this out. Gasket, it might be correct, but that's the difference right there. So I'm getting another pipe to come in, and let's see how that baby fits. Okay, we got a new part. There you go. This looks much better. 56039 Walker is the brand, and we got ourselves a gasket, same part number, but for the front it's a different gasket. The part number is right there. Anyways, we're gonna install this baby. Okay, so here it goes. Nothing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stick this in just like that. Should be simple and easy. And we're gonna bring this guy around. So it's right underneath this. A bit more. And we got this in. We're gonna grab the 12mm and put this bolt in. So at this point, if you like, take your, okay, we're gonna take the camera closer now. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna lock this up, and we're gonna lock this up. It's not going anywhere. So we're gonna put a mount here. It's different, but the same mount should work here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this sleeve out. There's a metal sleeve in here. We are definitely gonna have to get that out somehow, some way. So we'll get that and come back. So I hammered a bit, and this guy comes right off. We don't need that no more. So this is babies. This is just a hanger. It's called a hanger, or you could call it a mount, exhaust mount, whatever you want to call it. So it does absorb a little bit of impact up and down from bouncing. So this baby's in, and we're ready to move on further. So let's start off from the front first. You know what? Let's start from the back first. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we got that ring gasket first. So we're gonna place that right here. How this is gonna work is we're gonna be using this tart here. There's a part number there. So this thing works pretty good. Good stuff here. And we're gonna put this all around this gasket, all around. So what this does is it prevents it from leaking. It keeps the seal together, and from the heat it starts to stick better. So just get this all around onto this gasket. We're gonna flip this baby. We're gonna get it on the opposite side also. Same thing on the opposite side. There you go, that's more than enough. Now we're gonna take our camera up. Let me clean my hands first. Okay, so we up in this baby, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna grab the same nuts and the washers. We are gonna make sure the old gasket is all completely cleaned up, because any little part of it will disturb us. Like I missed the spot here. There we go. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take this baby, and if we need to come forward, we will come forward. I'm in the back, and once we have this in place, make sure bolts go in through evenly, and we're gonna try to catch threads on this baby. There we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to find the second bolt here. This, and this baby's gonna go on. I'm not a fan of these gaskets. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna lock up both of these evenly. Okay, so I want you guys to do this evenly. Okay, can't just smack one all the way while the other one is just sitting duck there. So do this evenly. And that should be good enough. A little bit more, and we're done dealing. And now we're gonna move on to the front. Okay, we're gonna go from here to all the way over here. Okay, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna use this gasket. I like this paper gasket, but still I want to put some of this tart stuff. Same part number. This thing really holds things in place. There you go. Anyways, what we're gonna do here is we are gonna stick this baby onto here. lift it up. Try not to scrape it so you don't eliminate that tart stuff. And make sure you line the holes. Once the holes are lined, you will capture the threads, so take it easy. Do not strip some threads. Same thing on the other side. So once we tighten it, make sure you lift it up and tighten it right now. We just need to grab the threads. So we're gonna grab the threads and we're gonna come back. So we did capture the threads. What we're gonna do is, gonna get these babies in there. Once it's time to lock it up, you're gonna have to lift it up and then lock it up. Watch this. It's almost there. It's almost there. So let's see how it ends up. I just don't like the fact that it's sitting over here, so you might be missing some mounts and stuff, which I don't see anything missing. There's supposed to be a mount here probably. But let's see, once this is tight, it should hold itself up. So when I lock it up, I want this baby to be right there. Let's see how she feels about it. That's pretty long bolt. Okay, looks, it wants to hold up. It's not touching yet. See that? Once I lock this up, it's probably gonna give us some space. There you go. Perfect. So guys, don't go crazy with this, since this is in the back. It's not that strong, so just enough so it holds together and it doesn't come loose either. This one's a little loose. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna leave it right there. Bada bing, bada boom. We got ourselves a resonator pipe installed on this Maxima. Thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully this video helps you guys out, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Make sure it doesn't hit anywhere. You can hit it, bang it. It shouldn't be touching anywhere. So the car is nice and silent. Check that out. Nice and silent. You might smell a little bit of that new system, new pipe, because they have some kind of coating. Anyways, guys, hopefully this video helps you guys out. Bye-bye.